What's going on, everybody?
Can I get my phone charger over there, please? Oh, damn.
Sorry about that. Your wife is over here giving me my phone charger so I can plug it in and talk to you good people. And bad. No one's judging. Alright, let's see what we got here. Bam. Live. Bam. There we are. Hey! Alright, so this is Rougebook. This is a turn-based card fighting game. And that is exactly what it sounds like. You have a map that you're going to see here in just a minute that you open up using ink blots. These ink blots basically open up different areas of the map, and there's fights in there. There's kind of like dungeons. There's cards. The main goal is to finish all three maps. Every map has a boss at the end of it, and obviously the third boss is the hardest. The more cards you get like bonuses for every certain number of cards that you pick up. So you do want to get a lot of cards, but at the same time you want them to be good cards because you don't want to have a bunch of trash in your hand when you go to fight this last boss. Because you keep the cards that you get from the time that you start the game until the time that you end the game. Now, I will be honest, I have a cheat that I don't like to use, but depending on how bad it goes, I have used it for sure. If I press start, I can't do it right now. If I press start and go to main menu, I can stop myself from losing the entire game. Because if you have both characters that die and the game kind of ends the animation, you lose. And you start all over. I just got done with my tier 13 run where I had made some fucking terrible choices. I'm going to hope that I was drunk. And I had some shitty cards kind of running into the last fight, so I had to use my cheat quite a bit because I was not gonna die at the boss. I had full health. I just had shitty cards, so I just had to get that perfect god roll of what comes next, and I finally got it. So I told myself we weren't starting a YouTube on this until I'd beaten my 13th run. Because I didn't want to sit there and fucking look like a really dirty cheater in front of you, even though I for surely am. So, that being said, let's start this. These are your, I guess you could call them debuffs. Every one of these will help increase your tier over here to the right. That's what we're looking at. I believe it's the 13th tier, or the 14th. I could be wrong. Maybe it's the 13th tier. Maybe I've been wrong. Let's find out. So as you can see, all bosses are empowered. Whenever the front hero plays a card, they take 2 damage. You want to balance these out the best you can so that way you have a decent fucking time and you're not getting fucked the whole time. But sometimes there's really no good combination. You might be able to get 2 good ones and you're going to have a really shitty one for your last time. Or you might only be able to get 1 good one and 2 really shitty ones. Eventually you're going to get to the point where these are worth 5. Yep, so eventually I'm going to literally have to play all 3 of just these last ones, which everything costs 60% more. I start the chapter with 2 less brushes, and all bosses are empowered. That fucking sucks. So, what I like to do is go through and see, hey, how bad can I make it on myself before it's okay, that's probably not going to be possible. Alright, so I think this is going to be the easiest one to start off with a 5. We already got a 5 there. We need We'll do 9 there. Enemies gain 1 bonus power each turn. That's not bad, except for the bosses, but it depends because you really can get away with like dumbing some shit down depending on what your final boss is. One of the final bosses is like a set of twins, and if you hit the one twin, he loses power. And if you kill him, this other one shuffles some cards into your deck, which is the easier way to go about it. Or if you do it the other way, you kill the first twin instead of the second one. The second twin gets like 30 power per turn. And power is basically attack. And these characters don't have that much health. I think the turtle bitch I got with me, who's my healer, and basically like CC, she's got a couple big spells. She's only got 30 health. So 30 health per turn. I have to make sure I have my guard up every round. That's going to be impossible to do damage and do any kind of fighting. So that's where I'm like, there's a way to do everything in this game. You just got to figure out like how shit. This is a terrible way to put it, but it's the only way I can think of. How shitty can you make it on yourself to where it's still doable? Okay, so it's not tier 14, it's tier 13. Sorry about that. So I don't know what empowered means though. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's where I'm at. I'm like, I think that, no, that's not enough. It's not enough. So what if we do this? We'll do all bosses are empowered. There's not that many bosses in the game. There's one for it's each of any turn, and then the elite battles can have bosses in them, like mini bosses and shit, but you technically don't have to do those. They're like pick and choose. And that's really like, I ain't gonna lie, I think that's where I use my cheat the most, is like I like to go into battles and see what it is and see like, okay, can I actually do this right now, or do I need to open up more of the map to get more bonuses and cards and shit like that to actually deal with this fight? Because I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, some of the elite battles you get items and shit like that that help you a lot, so you do want to fucking try to dabble in them if you can, but sometimes you can't. Alright, that's pretty much what we got, because everything costs 60% more is crazy as fuck, dude. I don't even know how much worse it could get. Towers and roofs. Yeah. I really don't like the damage, though. That's what I'm saying. I almost do kind of want to do the 60% more. Because I could do this. We'll see how that goes. If the all bosses are empowered, this might be actually the play. Because if I can get over, like, everything costs 60% more. Because really, the cards you can get from the vendors and shit are okay. But, like, really what you want is his fucking, the items he's got. Because sometimes that motherfucker be coming with some items. As you can see here, so you get pages in this game, which is our bonus over here to the right. The pages basically allow you to embellish a story. That's literally what they're called. They're called embellishments, where you can make it to where like, there's more runes of sight, or your characters have more health, or whatever. I have the health shit maxed out. There's a couple of them I have maxed out, but now they're costing like 500 something pages per fucking bonus. So this new heroes bonus 600, that's literally only going to pay for one upgrade. And then the 970%, that's going to help a lot. We're probably going to, if all in all, when we end it, we might have around 2,500 plus pages. That might be enough to finish out some of our extras in there, but still going to have a few more that we got to finish out. So this is the map.
Before we go,
Now so I start the game because I've got so much shit. I start the game with a good amount of stuff. So, I start the game with 2 gems. These go in cards to help you out with like, what the card actually is. A treasure. Whenever an enemy attacks this hero, they take 3 damage. Hell yeah. Let me put it on him. Stardust pigment, this shit. Pile of gold. Did that hurt me? That doesn't count. Cool. Alright, so let me show you what I was talking about real quick. So these are really what you kind of want to go for the most part. Some of these are good. Like Witch Strike's pretty good. Aurora's Dream is really good. Ring of Dominion's pretty good. Here we go. Also, because I've beaten the game so many times, I have this book over here that'll tell me, like, 1, what's going on. So difficulty 4 pluses. Enemies deal even more damage. Enemies have more life. Gain 10% less gold. Everything costs 60% more. That's awesome. Oh, that's great. And then it'll tell me, like, who the last boss is. So the last boss of the entire game is going to be Avatar Greed. Increases the cost of heroes cards. So he has a thing to where, like, every single card that I have is going to be worth +1 action points. And then he's going to have, like, cards where it's like, oh, you can get more action points, but you're done drawing cards. So he's actually easier to deal with, but you gotta really like know what to do type shit like that. You don't want to go in there with cards that you can't get action points back out of, or you want to find stuff that like costs 0 action points and then kind of like play off of switching your characters around to get that to work the best way you can. So right now, I really would like Aurora's Dream, but I don't have anything in my deck to help me really make it work, so we're not going to get that. And my deck is going to be sort of 4 cards larger, so that's good right here. This is about the talents. That's what I was talking about right here. This is talents. So at 14 cards, 18 cards, so on and so forth, I get bonuses. I got to pick out of these 3 characters, Fuguro, Aurora, and the actual party itself. And based off those bonuses, I can get extra damage, certain shit like that. It all helps. So the Kobold Step Stool is definitely top tier for what we're going to want to grab before we leave this place. 3 power for 1 turn. First time this hero takes damage, each battle draw a card and gain 1. That's also good. Bloodfire Mask is also good. So if we could, 320, 560, 7, 8, 1120. I doubt it. If a perfect world we can get 1120, this would be all the things that we'd want to grab right here. Prioritizing though, these 2 items, because I could get these out of a little lockbox, which is what this is right here. I could spend gold at this lockbox, which is going to cost me 60% more because this game is awesome. Or I can get it at the shop. So it's like, it just kind of depends which way I want to go about it. Getting cards from this thing should be cheaper. Fuck it. I'm trying to be... Yeah, so they're 40. I believe normally they're 20, but I could be wrong about that. So attack for 15 Aurora's full life. This costs 1 less. That's good. Combo attack an enemy for 15 times the number of marks they have. This is sweet. I'll show you why later on in the game, but right now this is sweet. In marks for Fuguro, he can mark a motherfucker like ain't nobody's business. You can get 4 marks on a character. Each one of those marks does something different as a status effect. And now I can hit him for up to 60 damage. And there's a gem slot in here. That gem slot makes it to where I could put like double damage, triple damage. After this attack, everything is a crit. Shit like that. That's a really good card. Attack enemy for 9 every damn dude. So this is good for starting off, but you really got to like buff Fuguro to make this work. And I'm more in the business of fucking making both the characters like, I want her to have CC and give me action points back. I want him to do the damage, but like I can't only build him to do damage. I also have to build him to tank a little bit of shit because he's where most of the health is. 64. Holy fuck. That is a big difference. If I remember correctly, the last time I played this, he was like at 40. 1 level difference is 24 health, and I don't get any extra. That's crazy work. Okay. See, so that cost me nothing. I can get it back to my hand. Bam, tap him again. Hit his ass. Blam, blam, blam. So his attack's going to do 13, and he wants to use a debuff on me. So if I can get enough block, I can stop him from hitting me, and I can stop him from putting a debuff on me based on my block. So instead of fucking hitting him for a little extra damage, we'll probably do this and get our block, so that way we ain't got to worry about him fucking debuffing us. Huh, bitch. Alright, so 11 times 2. Anytime it says times, he's going to hit you for the first number that many times. I know it sounds crazy to say it like that, because obviously, but it's not going to be just one swing. Because in one swing, you might be able to get a card that says, like, oh, any damage taken after an attack is reflected. That's cool. What are you going to do about the second one, Inoki? And that's your problem. See, so I need to block 22 damage, and I only have enough to get 12 off and an attack, and I have a shitty attack. So this is where I think we're going to go on the defensive or the offensive. See what we can find here. Each time I hit this card, inflict 2 bleed. That's not bad. Gain 4 blocks. See, so I could do that. I could gain. Let's try that. So what we're going to do is that, because it's got 2. And we're gonna swap. See, so now he's not going to do any attacks. He's about to buff himself and put up a shield. So we need to do as much damage as we can in this turn, so that way we can maximize his fucking, the opportunity, really. Blast out his ass. Come out the floor quick. Or however that goes. Oh yeah, I'm over here worried about the gold piles and shit, because I thought I picked the one where it takes damage. It's not. It's the fucking everything costs more. Forgot. We're good. We're good. So this all-seeing eye or runic eye or whatever it's called, that is like to show up a spot on the map. These things right here, these are open islands with items on them. So they're showing you like this is what you want to get if you want to know what the item specifically is. Hold R2. At the end of each battle, this hero heals 4 life. We want that like crack cocaine. Okay, we gotta have it. No cap. This right here, because she, the turtle bitch, she can heal every round, one time, full health. So when you know you're about to finish a fight and she's low on health and you haven't used it yet, then you use it. She's got full health to go on to the next fight. Faguro don't get that shit. You gotta be real fucking choosy with Faguro when and where you use him, because you can only heal so much, and fucking she can heal all the time. So having an extra 4 health every turn, or every game, sorry, that helps a lot. Look, and we're getting a little closer to it. They want us to have it as much as we want to have it. 4 spaces in a straight line, 4 spaces in opposite directions. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Damn it, this is where I wish I had my magic carpet. Could just fly over all this shit. Alright, we'll be smart about it. What we're gonna do is shit like this. Yeah, bam. That's cool. Take this fight, see what we can get out of the sack. Oh, you fucking bitch. Every second hit, he takes half damage. So you either want to hit him with a big attack for your second hit and just say fuck it on half the damage, or you want to use a little attack on him and then just start blasting his ass with whatever you got. I like to go for the second. 26 is fucking crazy. So she just took 10. Stupid bitch. Damn. It's utterly fucking ridiculous. Oh, fuck that up. Damn. That's not good.
It's my time.
So, I guess it's a good time to tell you about what happens when a character dies. When a character dies, you get these things called wounds. Cannot be played. Character dying adds wounds to your deck. At the end of every level, you get, I think, 2 to 4 wounds healed. So you can get them taken out of your deck, but they really suck. So every time that you would normally get one of her cards, you're going to get one of these songs called a Revive Song. You're going to use the Revive Song up to however many times it tells you. So it says 5 times. Use it 5 times to bring her back to life, basically. And this thing has royally pissed me the fuck off. Because I was being complacent, and I blame him. Awesome. Now I'm gonna take a fuck ton of damage too.
I'm too stubborn to stay dead.
Jeez. Yeah, I could have just fucking healed her, I guess. That's what I'm saying. It's been a minute since I've been back this far. Like, I've had to strategize, but thankfully I've had to strategize, like... I know this is going to sound crazy, but I've had to strategize on, like, a high level. So, like, doing the low-level shit, like, fucking... I don't know. I just didn't... I did not think about the prevalence of it. Prevalence. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the word I want to use. Jesus Christ.
Let me show you my moves.
This is a health potion. Hold. Orbifaria. So this allows me to get +1 action points. They call it energy. I'm calling it action points on my first turn. So I want as many of these as I possibly can. And eventually, if I get enough, it'll just allow me to have a certain amount of extra energy action points, however you want to say that, per turn. Just automatically offer it. Oh, this motherfucker. Hmm. fucking bastard.
I knew it would be fine.
God damn. They really don't want me to have that fight. This one's behind a fucking pillar. I think I'm gonna go get that right now so I can get my bonuses.
It has stolen my entire collection.
Oh, I'm off by 17 fucking go. I knew I shouldn't have bought that card. I knew as soon as I bought it, I was like, oh damn it, I was saving for that fucking item. Oh, these motherfuckers. Got a stupid ass. It's wabbit season. Alright, just enough. Let's go get this.
It has stolen my entire collection.
Shush, Grandma needs some things.
Alright, here we go. These are exactly what we need. So, Horde Guard. We play an epic card, gain 5 block. That's cool. Yeah. You don't really come across epic cards too much. Epic cards would be like the Aurora shit that I was talking about, or the Ring of Dominion. I believe those are epic cards. But they still really don't come across that often. Leading enemy has -2 power. That's at the end of each battle, both heroes heal 3. Yes! We need that. Any and all healing is the best. Some people might argue that. I tell those people go fuck themselves. I don't know if I even want to go for that fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's so far away. Oh, hell yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, yes. Those contracts are always pretty fucking crazy. They're they're usually good for you, but you got to pick the right choices. All right? Don't be don't be trying to attack some crazy shit. Yeah. Nice. Oh, shit. This motherfucker's a problem. Really, they're all problems. I kind of want her to take that damage. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really wish I had fucking... Oh, God. Should have a different card. It's like I had 2 fucking points left, but... He's coming back next turn with a vengeance. Yep. Fuck. That fucking hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I think this is the time to show you my trick. Because I definitely could have fucking used that goddamn stone and fucking... I took some damage, but I wouldn't have took that goddamn much. Fuck me, dog. I can't believe I just did that. fucking bum, bitch. Back-to-back blocks on your bitch ass.
Over there? Really?
Well, before we grab that, just in case there's a fight. It's a good idea. Worry about yourself, Faguro. Alright. We gotta fucking...
Let's see.
Ah! So those are Alchemist's house, I think, if I remember correctly, and they basically fucking let you take a card and transform it, but I don't always want to do that. And they cost a lot. God damn, dog. I'm in a bad way here. Actual, factual. Not gonna lie, I kind of underestimated the amount of time that it would take me to get a marked card. So right now, having that one useless card in there really fucking sucks, but we're gonna get by. Right off the rip, you rotten, scaly bastard. Probably leaves, but I'm calling him Scales. Fuck him. Uh-oh. No fucking shot. God damn. God damn, bro. I can't believe I just fucking did that shit. Let's try that again. Fucking hell. Bruh. I'm talking about the fucking disdain I have for these fucking owlbear wannabe bastards. What'd you take from me now? Thank you. Just take a regular block. Can't believe you took my fucking extra cool block. And now they're taunting me! Ah, fucking damn, bro. This is not a good run. Okay. Alright. we are going to take a break, eat some dinner, and I will come back to this. Because, yeah, they got me fucked up. All right, we'll see you back in a little bit.